Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Isantara Masitio from the English Postgraduate Program of the University of Sumatera Utara. And today, I'm going to introduce and explain to all of you about stylistics. What are the features of stylistics and also how to do stylistics analysis. So, let's begin. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is actually stylistics and what are the features of stylistic or the key elements and how to do stylistic analysis? So, stylistics, or sometimes called literally linguistics, is actually a method of textual interpretation. It is a branch of linguistics which studies and analyzes the manners of linguistic features or different varieties of language in text. So it is actually an applied linguistics that concerns with the study of style in text and in particular, but not exclusively in literary works. So what is actually the purpose of stylistics itself? The objective of doing stylistics is to explore language and more specifically to explore creativity in language use. By learning stylistics, it also helps someone to learn how to improve their writings and therefore communication skill through text. So doing stylistics thereby enriches our ways of thinking about language, and by exploring language offers a substantial purchase on our understanding of literary texts. Stylistics also has some kinds or types. In general, there are actually 4 types of stylistics. The first is literary stylistics, which studies the language devices in literary texts. The second is linguistics. It studies the literary discourse from linguistics point of view. The third is pedagogical stylistics. It studies the literary works in a special academic senses. And the last is decoding stylistics. It studies the theoretical findings in the areas of psychology and statistics combined with literary study. So, ladies and gentlemen, stylistics attempts to establish principles capable of explaining the particular choices made either by individuals or social groups in their use of language. And by definition, it's the key elements in stylistics. These elements are going to be analyzed when doing stylistics. Therefore, stylistics looks at what's going on and what linguistic associations are the style of language reveals. So they are such as the use of dialogue, includes into people's dialects, phonological variations and tones, etc. And then the use of grammar includes into sentence types, active voice and passive voice, and transitivity, etc. And then the use of lexical items. It includes into like word categories, word class, and then the use of particular language registers, okay, and then also some kind of the use of semantics categories, and then also graphological level. So, ladies and gentlemen, how to do stylistic or how to analyze some literary works into stylistic level. Let's see. Take the example like the literary works next to me. It is some kind of poem written by E. Cummings in 1939. Okay? We are going to analyze it into stylistic analysis. So, the analysis includes into some levels. So, we are going to divide it into several levels. The first is phonological level. As you can see on the table above, it can be divided into vowels and consonants. That is how we analyze from the poem. Okay, you can make the table like this: vowels, frequency, and then consonants, and then frequency. And you can also add another column next to the frequency. You can put the sample of the sentences or the utterances. So in general, besides vowels and consonants analysis, someone can also analyze, as displayed on the table, diphthongs. It is vowels where there is a single noticeable, as you can see on the example, and then assonance. It is the repetition of identical or similar vowel sounds. Alliteration, repetition of initial consonant in two or more words, on the example. Consonants, the repetition of the consonant sound in the words. And then onomatopoeia, it is the naming of a thing or action, including the sound, as you can see on the example. And then rhyme, the repetition of similar sounds, usually exactly the same. So this includes into the analysis of phonological level in stylistics, especially of the literary works. The next is grammatical level. So it is also the key element in stylistics to analyze the grammatical features in a literary work. So as you can see on the table next to me, the analysis divides into two in general. The first is types of sentences. We analyze the types of sentences based on the structures and also based on the function, like declarative, interrogative, exclamative. Okay, and then make the frequency. You can make the table like displayed. And then the second is types of transitivity. It connected to functional grammar, like material, mental, relational, verbal, behavioral, existential, and meteorological. So that is the analysis on the grammatical level in stylistics. The next is lexical level. In lexical level, as displayed on the table, one can analyze the word classes, okay, such as nouns, pronouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, preposition, conjunctions, determiners, and interjections. So someone can also analyze other several lexical terms except the displayed above, such as formal and informal words, slang and jargons words, and then the cliche, okay, to make the study and the analysis more vast and deeper. After the analysis above, about the phonological, grammatical, lexical, and sometimes linguists also add semantic level and graphological level. Okay, one can make conclusions regarding to the analysis done before. Make a clear conclusions and discussions about the analysis before. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the end, to those who desire to accomplish a stylistic analysis of any kind of literary works, should read the literary works several times to gain the understanding. They should also discern different elements or devices to be analyzed at every level of analysis. They should also examine the appropriateness of the elements that contribute to the uniqueness of the literary works, and should further take note of the uniqueness, how well the uniqueness contributes to the theme or central idea of the literary works themselves. So, ladies and gentlemen, seems to be the end of our introduction and explanations about stylistic and how to do the analysis for today. Thank you very much for your very kind attentions, and I hope it's useful for you to do your own stylistic in any literary works. See you again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.